I thought my elaborate skincare routine, with its countless steps and specialized products, was the key to unlocking eternal youth, the secret to maintaining a flawless complexion and defying the inevitable signs of aging. I envisioned myself with radiant, youthful skin, all thanks to this meticulously crafted ritual. Foaming cleansers, promising to strip away every last trace of impurity, tingly toners that claim to rebalance my skin's pH and minimize pores, gritty scrubs designed to buff away dead skin cells and reveal a smoother, brighter surface, and layer upon layer of serums, each targeting a specific concern, from wrinkles and dark spots to dullness and dehydration. It was a symphony of skincare, or so I thought. My bathroom shelf overflowed with products, a testament to my unwavering dedication to achieving perfect skin, each promising miracles, each whispering promises of transformation and rejuvenation. I believed tight, squeaky clean skin meant I was doing it right, that I was effectively banishing blemishes and warding off wrinkles. But the ritual became a chore, a tedious obligation, and my skin felt worse, not better. It was as if my efforts were backfiring, leaving my complexion irritated and unbalanced. I was so focused on fighting flaws, on eradicating every perceived imperfection, I didn't notice I was creating new ones, exacerbating existing issues and disrupting my skin's natural balance. My skin wasn't the enemy. It wasn't something to be aggressively attacked and stripped bare. It was crying out for help, pleading for gentle care, and I was responding with harsh chemicals, abrasive treatments, and an arsenal of potentially damaging ingredients. I never stopped to ask what my skin actually needed: kindness, hydration, and protection from the elements. My expensive, time-consuming routine wasn't just ineffective. It wasn't delivering the promised results. It was making me look older with every wash and scrub, prematurely aging my skin and leaving me feeling more insecure than ever. The wake-up call came slowly, almost imperceptibly at first. It wasn't a sudden realization, but more like a gradual dawning, a creeping awareness that something was amiss, that the reflection staring back at me wasn't quite the one I expected to see. It started with a photo at a friend's party, just a casual snapshot, a moment captured in time. But when I saw it, something felt off. The image showed a tired, lackluster face. It wasn't just the unflattering angle or the harsh lighting. It was something deeper, a weariness that seemed to emanate from the skin itself. I started noticing the truth in harsh morning light, the kind that reveals every imperfection, every subtle change. The unforgiving glare of the bathroom mirror became my daily confessional. My skin looked papery, thirsty, like a desert landscape craving moisture. It lacked the plumpness and vitality it once possessed. And the lines were deeper, etched into my face like tiny roadmaps of stress and time. They were no longer the faint, barely there crinkles I could dismiss as smile lines. The more products I used, the worse it got. It was a frustrating cycle of applying creams and serums, hoping for a miracle, only to be met with further disappointment. Going makeup-free, a once liberating act, became a source of anxiety. I saw blotchy redness and a sallow cast in a shop window, a reflection that seemed to belong to someone else. The natural radiance I used to take for granted had vanished, replaced by an uneven, unhealthy tone. My trusted ritual was failing me, the carefully curated routine that I believed was protecting and nourishing my skin. Instead of improving things, it was making things worse, leaving my skin irritated and inflamed. I stared at my rows of bottles, feeling betrayed by the very products I had placed my faith in. Each one represented a promise unfulfilled, a hope dashed. I'd followed every instruction meticulously, applying each product in the correct order, using the recommended amount. But despite my best efforts, my skin looked older and more fragile, as if it were losing its ability to repair and regenerate. It was time to question everything I thought I knew about skincare, about what my skin needed, and about the products I was using. I had to stop, listen, and figure out what my skin was really telling me beyond the superficial signs of aging. I needed to understand its underlying needs and address the root causes of its distress. The evidence was right there on my face, a roadmap of clues waiting to be deciphered. It was time to become a skin detective and uncover the truth. Looking back, the relentless dryness was the very first sign that something was seriously wrong with my skin. It wasn't just a little bit dry, it was that deep-down, unquenchable thirst that no amount of water seemed to fix. I remember thinking it was just the weather, or maybe I wasn't drinking enough water, but it was so much more than that. That awful, tight, uncomfortable skin feeling after cleansing became the norm. It was like my face was screaming for moisture the second I stepped out of the shower. I tried different cleansers, thinking that was the issue, but the tightness persisted, a constant reminder that my skin was not happy. In retrospect, my harsh cleanser was a major culprit. It completely stripped my skin's natural barrier, leaving it vulnerable and exposed. I didn't realize at the time how damaging those sulfates and harsh chemicals were. And moisturizer, bless its heart, was just a temporary fix, a band-aid on a much deeper wound. It would provide fleeting relief, but the dryness always returned with a vengeance, leaving me constantly reaching for the bottle. The chronic dehydration was also exacerbating the appearance of fine lines. It made every little wrinkle look so much deeper and more pronounced. I started noticing them everywhere, and it was incredibly disheartening. Then, new, crepey lines started appearing, almost out of nowhere. They were so subtle at first, but they quickly became more noticeable, a telltale sign of aging and damage. These lines were especially prominent where my skin felt the driest, like around my eyes and mouth. Those areas just seemed to be perpetually parched and prone to these new, unwelcome lines. And the aggressive scrubbing. Oh, the damage I inflicted with that washcloth. It caused micro tears in my skin, tiny little injuries that I couldn't even see but were definitely taking their toll. All that scrubbing was weakening my skin's natural defenses and accelerating the aging process. I was essentially breaking down the very structure that was supposed to protect me. As a result, my complexion was consistently dull and lifeless, lacking that healthy, radiant glow that I used to take for granted. And this was despite all the brightening serums and fancy products I was slathering on my face, hoping for a miracle. I was piling on product after product, convinced that more was better, but it was just overwhelming my poor skin. I kept looking in the mirror, hoping to see a change, but my skin's natural glow was completely gone, replaced by a lackluster, tired appearance. To make matters worse, sensitivity and redness became constant companions, never truly fading away. I was experiencing stinging sensations and blotchy red patches that seemed to flare up at the slightest provocation. Naively, I actually thought this meant the products were working, that they were somehow purging my skin or something. But in reality, it was my skin desperately begging for mercy, pleading for me to stop the madness. My skin barrier was so severely damaged that it could no longer protect itself from the outside world. I was trapped in a vicious cycle of irritation, inflammation, and premature aging, and I didn't know how to break free. Determined to fix things, I became a skincare detective. I learned my foaming cleanser's sulfates were stripping my skin's essential oils. Daily scrubbing with harsh particles caused micro tears and inflammation. Even chemical exfoliants, used too often, were irritating my skin. I realized my fear of oils was misguided. Healthy skin needs the right oils and hydration. Heavy creams on dehydrated skin were useless. I needed hydrating ingredients first. The biggest mistake? Skipping sunscreen except on sunny days. UVA rays age skin every day, rain or shine, and undo all other efforts. Without daily sun protection, all my expensive products were pointless. I finally understood. I was redecorating a house with a hole in the roof. I stopped everything. Just water and a simple moisturizer for 3 days. Then I introduced a gentle, non-foaming cleanser. No more tightness, just comfort. I ditched gritty scrubs for a mild chemical exfoliant, used only twice a week. Hydration became my focus. A serum with hyaluronic acid and glycerin, followed by a ceramide-rich moisturizer. The most important step? Daily sunscreen SPF 50, rain or shine. My routine shrank to 4 essentials: gentle cleanser, hydrating serum, nourishing moisturizer, and sunscreen. At night, I'd add my exfoliant or a simple facial oil. I stopped chasing trends and focused on consistency. My skin could finally breathe, and the difference was immediate. Less was truly more. The results weren't instant, but within 2 weeks, the tightness and irritation faded. My complexion calmed, redness disappeared, and my skin felt balanced. After a month, hydration returned. Fine lines softened, and a natural glow emerged. Friends noticed I looked rested and healthy. By 3 months, my skin was smoother, more even, and resilient. Sunscreen faded old marks and prevented new damage. My skin regained its youthful bounce and vitality. I finally achieved the skin I wanted, not by adding more, but by taking away what was harming it. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you can turn things around. Start by swapping harsh cleansers for gentle, non-foaming ones. Make sunscreen your daily habit, SPF 30 or higher every single morning. Simplify, all you need is a gentle cleanser, hydrating serum, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Limit exfoliation to 2 or 3 times a week and listen to your skin. Support your skin's natural functions instead of overwhelming it. Be patient. Give your new routine at least a month. Consistency and kindness are the real secrets to healthy, youthful skin. Your skin doesn't need miracles, just a little care every day.